Turn up.
Turn up for local.
Turn up for local.
Turn up for local.
Turn up for local.
Turn up for local. Turn up for local.
Turn up for local. Don't you change that shit. Hey, what's going on, people? It's your boy Digital Sangoma, and it's an incredible evening. Actually, I'm chilling here with Mi Casa. Look at that. And you know this.
Not so great.
Jay
Hey, what's
something?
going on, man?
How you doing, man?
Yeah, blessed, man.
Yeah.
Blessed.
Welcome to Cape Town.
Yeah, man. I'm so excited to be here, man.
Yeah.
So
What's he?
Yo, man. Tonight's the night, bro.
Yeah.
We're launching Familia, and we're gonna have fun. And you know what? People are really going crazy outside. So, yeah, man. Let's do this.
But the crowd is going crazy, man.
Wow, dude.
But like one thing I would like to say, you know, the album is on fire. You know, I've listened to the album quite a few times. Nana, you know, it's an incredible work of art. And one thing I would like to find out from you guys, you know, as I said, we're from Turn Up for Local, which is an online publication that represents local content. We're trying to create platform by showcase what we have as a South African to offer in terms of music. But you guys, I feel you are in the pinnacle of that. You're doing incredible work, judging from the album. And what would you say, like, has it been any challenges working on the album?
Actually, on this album, it's actually been quite a breeze, you know. Yeah, we were in such a good space. You know, we came from a bad space, and when you go through a bad thing and you get through it, you end up coming out of victory, you know. So this album is actually a tribute to that, you know, bad phase in our career as brothers, and you know, so glad that we got to fight for what we love. And that's how this album was birthed. So when we were in studio, it was just like flowing, man, like water, man.
But one thing I would like to find, how long did it take actually to put together the album? Was it like...
it took us, I think, 2 months, because we were quite busy in and out of South Africa doing tours and stuff. Yeah, so it wasn't that long. Of course, man, it's an 8-track album, and it only features us. Yeah, no one else, because we.
In terms of production, nobody else?
No, nobody else in terms of production, no features at all. So what we did is we wanted to, you know, actually remember where we started, you know, these streets and Heavenly Send, yeah. So
I mean, talking about that you guys wanted to go back where you guys started, because listening to the album, I feel like there's a lot of South American feel into it, which is incredible. What brings you to the next question, you being South Africans and doing an incredible job representing our sound outside Africa, you know, because people are fascinated about what we do as South African in terms of our sound. Do you think trying to come up with the best way to actually ask the question, like, do you think, what do you think in terms of us South Africans as artists, or whether musicians, in terms of the direction that we need to take in terms of our craft, judging from the sound that you guys have?
say something, man.
You know what, man? I just want to say that we must always remain, you know, like, just be yourself all the time. Don't try to be like other people, and just keep pushing the music, man. And also make quality music. You know, don't make music that's just gonna last for a month and then it's a hit for a month, you know. Because judging with Mi Casa also, you know, we've had music that we've recorded like from years back, but if you play the tracks today, people still love them, you know. So just quality music, man. You know, whatever you do, just make sure and just be yourself the whole time. You know.
From what you say, judging. Sorry about the mic.
So good, man.
I mean, from what you guys are saying now, you know, I was checking out one of the interviews that you guys had recently, and recently you were in Zambia, and you spoke about people jamming to Jika. And what does it actually feel like knowing that, you know, you've created that over the past couple of years, still people jamming to that? Like, what is it in particular for you to do that?
Yeah, man, it's actually every artist's dream to have that song that lasts forever. I mean, we're here to do that. So we're here to spread our love through our music and stuff, and we're here to preach one simple good thing, which is love, and we want to bring everyone together through our music, you know. So I think that's one of the goals that we kind of like reached, you know. So seeing Jiga getting played for the past 4 years now. Yeah, so I think each where we go, let's say for instance we're in Canada or in Zambia, that song is new there. Do you understand? So hence why it keeps on like getting legs all the time. So actually, where we've never been before, when we land, it gets people going and stuff. And when they Google, obviously that's the first song that they comes up and stuff. Yeah, it's one of those.
And just one last question before we wrap up, in terms of your favorite track and on the album, and what would be your number and why?
Yo, man, I think, our immediate response would be like to name every single track on the album, because like Duda says, we make music. It's a very personal thing when we make music. So every song has got a specific purpose and a specific meaning. But if I had to forcefully pick a favorite song, I would go with a song called Bamba, which is a very, very cool track, man. Yeah. Love that song, man.
And I dig the movement.
Favorite song, Duda? I know you can't choose, but if you're forced.
It has to be Feeling You, man. It reminds me of like your Cesar Ivora, that North American, Brazilian, the Brazilian feel. Yeah, man. We kind of like, from the first album when we did La Vida, it was just to show you guys that we can able to grow ourselves. Of course, yes. Yeah, we musicians, man. Nothing else.
Favorite song, Mo?
Nana. Yeah.
Why?
And that's my favorite track.
Why?
Because I believe that, you know what, man? No. It's a song of forgiveness, man. No, it's a song of forgiveness, man. But you can also, if it talks about Yom Dwana, and then it actually, Jay wrote the song, but I mean, that's a song that, it's a song for the three of us, and it's a song for, the nanas that you're talking about. It's a song for everyone, man. That just says, you know what, please forgive me, man. I'm sorry, man, Yeah, you see.
Man, thank you so much, guys, for your time. I don't want to take too much of it. And just words of wisdom, because there's a lot of kids out there that are looking up to you guys. And just two questions. First, I know you guys were affiliated with the record label. What would you say to the kids? Is it better DIY or just go straight up record label? And you can hit us up with some words of wisdom, just for viewers.
Yeah, I think in terms of label, it's quite a tricky one, because when we started out, we were absolutely nobody, and we were pulled into this structure of Soul Candy that allowed us to kind of learn a lot about music. So I think when you're starting out, like, it's great to have somebody under you that can guide you along the way. Labels have structure and they have knowledge. Nowadays, it's a lot easier to kind of do things on your own using the internet. The internet is kind of like a label on its own, because you've got such amazing structure that comes at you for free. But I think it's just about the genre of music that you're making, and it's all about, to be honest, dude, like, it's all about making music that is good. There's a song at the moment that's called Akanamali, by Sam something and the producer, I forget the name, but like, that is it's an independent release. They're not signed to anybody, and it's a smashing song. It's in the top 10.
Over the years, and it's
pretty much the same thing that Casper's done. Getting into a structure that's already got a lot of hype, the hip hop scene, and kind of creating music that's got hype. So if you know how to be a hype man and you know how to get people around you and make music that is good, then really it's up to you. It's become a very different scenario nowadays with the internet. Words of wisdom.
Yeah, I said it all, bro.
Words of wisdom.
Said it all.
Words of wisdom from us as Mi Casa is do what you love at all costs. The first advice we ever got when we wanted to do a band was don't do it. The label looked at us and said, yo guys, music is a horrible thing. It's very difficult. And we had to question that. We had to say, okay, well, hold on, but we really love it, so we're going to go for it anyway. So I think do what you love, and I think Mo and Duda, they do it really well, more than me, is they practice. And it's such a cheesy thing to say, but I think the more you practice in music, the better you become. It's just a simple formula. Spend time putting in the work into your craft, and you'll become better and better at it.
Well, you guys, you heard it from the guys, and I would like to say thank you so much for your time, and it's been a privilege and honor to have you guys for Turn Up for Local.
Thank you.
So if you guys can just give us a young shout out, just tell people what are they watching. This is Turn Up for Local, by the way.
Always, another advice is always make sure that you've got some nice pizza in your backstage room.
Turn Up for Local.
Yes.
It's just getting cold now.
Hey, what up, everybody? My name is Jay Something. That's Moti. This is Dr. Duda, and together we go by the name of Mi Casa, and you are watching
Turn Up for Local.
Turn Up for Local.
Turn Up for Local.
You know.